All right, took me a couple minutes to remember how to do this. I'm a little rusty. I only had one person who RSVP'd, so I hope, Tiffany, you're watching, because if I call all of your numbers before anyone else RSVPs, gets the numbers into me, and then gets them called before you, you're pretty much guaranteed a prize, which is nice. Don't mind the hair. It was hot pink and black and white, and now it's got some pale pink, hot pink, black, and white. I'm getting used to it. I had to wash it so I could get all the sand out. I was at the beach yesterday, and so now I look like a crazy, poofy old lady with like stripes, but I'm okay with it. I'm embracing it. And I wanted to say that if you haven't seen the bingo card, I will bring it up in a moment. I'm just realizing now I did not save it to my desktop. So I'm going to take a moment to do so I can screen share it with everybody. And that way it'll be a little easier to find. So here, if I minimize, I'm going to refresh my Facebook, because you're supposed to give permission to share your name on the StreamYard, but a lot of times people don't do that. And then all I get is a comment from an unknown user, and I don't know what to do with that. So we're trying to avoid that little issue by having it work properly. And if you miss this, I will probably save and upload this from Facebook to YouTube and send it as a private link if someone wants to watch it after the fact, because it's still a product preview. As I said, I'm not seeing it showing up on my group. Oh, wait a minute. I'm looking at my personal wall, not my group. Or maybe it was my page. That would explain a lot now, wouldn't it? Yeah, see, you don't expect professionalism, just expect integrity. I can give you one, but not the other. So I'll do my best. There I am. So if there are any comments, I will respond. And as I call out numbers, I'll put them on the ticker. Hopefully that will work. And just making sure I don't get audio feedback. Respond. So, and as I call out numbers, there. All right, the video is muted, but it's there, so I can see stuff if I have to jump back and forth. Hopefully, though, I'm not going to do the spin to win because I forgot to get the spinner up and running. But what I can do is share screen. I guess that works. I just want to show you the bingo card, and it'll take a moment for me to put that where I can show you and you can see it. So if we do a share screen now, it should work. Obviously, I'm a little out of practice. Window here. So now you should see next to my head, other side. Oh God, my hair looks hideous. The bingo card. So this is the numbers I'm referring to. We're not doing a bingo bingo. We're doing a pick 5 numbers out of this list of 15, and I was going to randomly select and talk about each of them. I'm not going to hold up all the products. I have a few that are brand new from corporate, so I'm going to hold up and show those, but a lot of them are already existing products, but they were added to the bingo because they're products people might be using as they're getting ready for back to school. So I might just leave that up there for now, just to make my life easier, because I don't have a lot to showcase. But when I need to do like a banner with the number, I will step away from it for a moment. So I'm just going to start with the eyeshadow palette, which is number 10. And I think that's because I wanted to show people this. I'm going to try to do some tutorials with this in the very near future. And I just simply think it's a nice packaging, information on the back of the color names. Just the right side up. Try to get the glare off that for you. So this is exactly how it comes packaged to me. And what I think is nice is it's just so pretty. They just do such a nice job packaging these things. Little magnet, you don't see it, but it's there. It has a clear protective layer. I am out of practice with this. So to keep my fingers from getting on stuff. So for the moment, I'm not going to touch the product. Golden Possibilities, Bron Horizon, Peach Daydream, Sienna Skies, Dream Big Brown, and Purple Vibes. I would say 4 out of the 6 of these are shimmer. And then these 2 at the bottom are matte color. Trying to get it without the glare, and the mirror is not my specialty. There. Still not quite there. All right, now if I can just angle it right. Remind me to give Vanna White more credit because that woman is amazing. I don't know how she holds things up and it doesn't have that issue, but I'm obviously having that issue. But nevertheless, that's it. Those are the colors. And in the catalog that's coming out now, not the one for winter products, but the one for fall products, there are like 4 makeover looks. And I've even seen one done separately where a lady uses like all the colors in the palette. And I'm going to try to figure out how to do those and then demo those and probably record them, not do them live. The schedule's been a little different lately, and it makes it a little challenging to do something live, especially if nobody's watching. Now, you might say, well, what will go well with that palette? Well, gee, number 14 are the 2 lipsticks. There's a semi-shine and a semi-matte. The semi-shine is a color we call Downtown Brown. We brought it back. It was a color we've had before, but I love it. It's probably one of my favorites. If you're from the 80s and 90s Gen X, you know, Downtown, Julie Brown. So that's what I always think of when I think of this color. But it's a shiny brown, but it works on a lot of skin tones. If you're more of a nude or neutral color girl, you're going to love this semi-matte called Subdued Nude. So it's a very nice matte color. I'm not going to put it on right now. I'll probably work them into the makeovers that I do with that limited edition palette. So these, I believe, are regular line, whereas that is limited edition. So once it sells out, it sells out. I bought a few, but I don't know how much interest people have, so I've held off from buying too many of them. So I've looked at number 10 and 14. I'm going to take a minute and see if I can get the banner to working. How do I do a banner? No, I don't want a folder. I just want a banner. Nobody's watching, so it doesn't really matter. Probably not. I don't want to share. Banner. I don't need an example. Just edit. No, that's the event I'm editing. I used to be able to do this. Give me a minute. Maybe I just don't have the window expanded enough. We're not going to do green screen. Sorry, I was just looking. That is not what I was looking for. I used to know how to do banners. Create a banner. Here we go. Numbers called. Let me see if this works. We did 15. No, not 15. We did 10 and 14. Scroll across bottom. Add banner. Is it working? It doesn't look like it's working. I think I have closed captions on. I don't need that right now, at least not on my own screen. Oh, there we go. I type it in and then I hit show. There you go, kids. So far we've talked about 10 and 14. And I know, let's see here. I'm going to just talk about 2 or 3 that I just think are useful. And hopefully you know something about them already. Number 4 is our Hello Clean. That's our cleanser for body. It's body wash and shave. And then the hydrating moisturizer. It's unscented. Yes, it's in a pink tube. But I like it because it's a quick and easy. Takes care of you from like the neck down. Wash. Add yourself a poof and a towel and you're good to go. We currently sell it like a bundle, but they are available individually. And again, as I said, I know we have our white tea and citrus body wash and shave. I will call it body wash and shave, but body wash. We have a scrub and we have a lotion. Then we had that limited edition lotion that was the Lily, water lily. We don't generally have things for guys at the moment that are scented, but once in a while we'll come up with men's limited edition body wash. But that's just, number 4, Hello Clean. And I will also mention 8, our Precision Brow Liner. That is when I'm wearing glasses and I actually have makeup on. I use it to fill in the gaps, little dotted line, and I comb it out for myself. But also I find a lot of other people who don't necessarily need to use the brow tint, will like the brow liner. And it's a very fine tip. You don't have to shape it because it has a, you know, it's already kind of, it's so thin, it's already coming to a point. Let me add those to the ticker real fast as I edit. 4, 8. Saving and showing. There we go. So I'm going to continue on talking about some of the other products that I love. Our travel bag. You may see the picture. I don't know if you can see my, yeah, you don't see the pointer. Actually, you do now. The travel color bag. It could be for skincare, but it's more adept for color. Now, it has tissue in it right now, but you can see it's expandable. And what you don't see in here, but you can see in the image, let me unzip this for a moment. Silicone pack, get that away. It has loops, so you can put things like your oil-free eye makeup remover, brushes, whatever, vertically in there. Maybe your under-eye corrector. And because it's clear, you can see what's in it. It's also great if you have to get through security quickly. And it's just the right size. I think it's perfect. If you have either the mini pellet, the pellet, perfect pellet, maybe even a Palette Pro would fit in here, come to think of it. It's definitely convenient for color products. And like the limited edition palette would definitely fit in there. But I just like it because I carry that in stock. It is limited edition. Once it's gone, it's gone. So be aware of that. But that is a very handy product. And I think that is my giveaway today. If we had gotten a couple more people to participate, so we had some competition, I was going to give away the bag. Now, I do know that at least one person participated. So in good faith, I'll make sure I give her a gift anyway, just because she showed up. And I do appreciate when people show up to events. Let's see here. I was looking at the board. I will add 12 to the ticker in a moment. I would like to mention, let me see here, 9, the beauty box. This is new, limited edition. It's that cute. It really is. It shows up in the mail, like in a box, and then this is inside. And we're going to do like the unboxing thing here. I mean, it's adorable, right? Well, what's in it, Kristen? Because I can barely see in the image. Glad you asked. Charcoal mask. Where is not my friend today? There. Full size. There is a full-size Panorama mascara. This is probably my favorite mascara. There is a full-size liquid eye color. That's going to be one of the things you mentioned later. Number 3. So we'll talk about this more then. And then you get 2 samples of 2 of the eye gel patches. This is how they come when they're in sample form. So you can give yourself like a mask and eye patch treatment, and then you can do an eye patch on another time. And when you're done, you slap on a little liquid color, a little mascara. And it comes with a little booklet in both English and Spanish, just in case you're bilingual or want to learn Spanish. And or want to learn English maybe. Talks a little bit about each of the products. I'm not going to read them here. But what they said is, take a snapshot of your unboxing and share it on social media. And go green. Recycle the box. The box is recyclable. The crinkle is recyclable. And just so you know, there's a QR code that you can scan inside the box to get more information. So I think that's kind of awesome. But also just, it's nice that they're trying to make the experience fun and not just, here's a box of stuff. Good luck with that. I know with my padded mailers, I like to include like a note, some candy, and a pen. So if I'm shipping the beauty box from my house, I can customize it. If this is something you're getting for yourself or you're getting it for a gift for someone else, we can talk. It's like, I forgot the value versus cost, but there's a good chunk of savings going on in there. And I just like the fact that they have their own box. Like, I could do this cardboard box, but it wouldn't be pretty. It'd just be plain. And then I could put crinkle in there because I can go to the craft store or dollar store and buy crinkle. But the fact that the company just did it for me and put some great products in there that are bestsellers, I think that's awesome. So you gotta love it when your company takes good care of you. My director has a special offer right now for anyone who wants to sign up and join my team by the 15th. That is the free product given away as a thank you for making a decision and taking a chance on yourself. So just FYI, I might mention that again later. So I've covered 12 and 9. I'm going to take a moment to add that to the ticker. If you'll give me a second here. Saving and showing. There we go. We're over halfway through, actually. All right, just halfway through. 15 isn't exactly an evenly divisible number. Timewise 3D Foundation. That's another favorite of mine. And I use the Cool. So it's like a 190 or 200 Cool. And I usually use the normal dry formula in the winter in particular because I need a little more of a glow. I'm a little bit combination oily, but I really like a matte formula. But I can use the matted formula if I want to. Not every shade comes in every formula. It's kind of weird. I think it's just based on how much people were buying of the previous shades before they converted over to the new 3D with IntelliMatch. That is my guess as to why that's the case. And let me see here. No winners yet, although we're getting close there, Tiffany. The blending brush, perfect thing to use with the foundation. And if you can't tell from there, it's got a round head. It actually kind of looks like a pussy willow. It's kind of rounded and puffy. What I like about that is it really is dense. And it gives you a really good thick coverage. Now, not thick like a pancake, but like you don't miss anything. And you don't get the streaky lines that you get from like the fingertips where you have, the ridges of your fingers like showing up on your foundation. Also, you don't want to introduce oils from your fingers to your face, so it defeats the point. So the brush, you can clean it, you can reuse it, and it's really great for what exactly it says, blending. So you can get around the corner of your chin and not have like that line where your foundation stops. So 1 and 2 are another favorites of mine. If you're dealing with a lot of mask knee, I don't, thankfully, because I'm using my Mary Kay, but you might be wearing a mask for work or for commuting or what have you. The acne treatment gel number 5 is really good because you don't necessarily need the whole system. I know we have Clearproof system, but you may not need all of it. But what I love about this is that you can use it as a spot treatment. Now, you would use it after you wash and tone, but before you moisturize. And if you can catch it before it forms a full head and releases the goop, that's better. You don't want an open wound because then bacteria can get in. Just trust me. This is a great way to kind of dry it up and make it go away. Let your body reabsorb and make it go away. And it's salicylic acid, I believe. Benzoyl peroxide is one of the other products in the system. But, in other words, it's doing something to counteract the bacteria that's causing you to have acne in the first place. So we've got 1, 2, and 5 I need to add to the ticker, if you'll give me just a moment. Now we're definitely over halfway through the list. I really wanted this to be a 30-minute video, something short and sweet that everyone could kind of follow and enjoy. We mentioned the liquid eyeshadows earlier, and of course I went and put it away, but we can see here there are 4 colors. They're not the jars like they used to be. They have a doe foot applicator. They look like a little mini lip gloss. And the idea is that you can put it on with the wand. Although I'll tell you, actually, if you have our liquid brush from our brush set, it's better to put the dollop of the liquid eyeshadow on or use that brush and wipe it off of the doe foot and then apply it. So when I next do a demo of skincare, color, I'll try to remember to include and incorporate the liquid eyeshadow so you can see how that's done. But they're great for the on-the-go. They're very light. I wouldn't call them too dark. They're not super sheer. They're not super opaque. They're kind of halfway between. But they're a really great, quick color. Deep wrinkle filler, number 6. This is the one that's been very popular with some of my customers. A true story now. My customer, who just recently gave a testimony about how happy her skin is, she has been loving the deep wrinkle filler. I won't tell you where she's using it because we don't want everyone to go, oh, look, there's a line. But she's been using it so much that a coworker noticed and said, hey, something looks different. You're looking good. What did you change? What are you using? And she went, oh, my Mary Kay lady hooked me up with this deep wrinkle filler. Do you want to try some? So she gave him the tube. Not only did she give him the tube, male coworker. Not saying anything about Mary Kay is for everyone. Not for men, not for women, not for teen. It's for everyone over 18, and then parents can, of course, shop for their teenagers. But what I loved is he trusted her. He used the product. He saw an improvement, and he said, I'd like to meet your consultant. So I had a session at the office with him to talk more about that and a couple other products that really good at targeting fine lines and wrinkles and so forth. He decided to go with this, and we'll be reordering more soon. And of course, she gave him her tube, so she needed more. So I got a couple of sales out of that.
I wasn't even trying. That was not the point. The point was to make a customer happy and take good care of them. So sometimes customer service has more to do with just making someone happy than it has to do with selling things. And you just happen to sell things on the side. That's kind of a cool thing. Let me see here. I believe 10, 25. Now, of course, the tick is moving and I can't read it. Oh, I missed one. No, I haven't. Well, I'm going to talk about 15 because that will help complete Tiffany's numbers. It's the Time-Wise Miracle Set, which is my standby. I use it myself personally. I use the normal to dry formula, although I could easily mix and match it with combination oily pieces. And something I love about our skincare. The 3D defends, defays, delays, and delivers. So it's fighting actively the elements and the environment that cause a lot. 80% of your aging is from your environment, and some of it is genetics. So cleansing with a light exfoliating bead, and then toning and with your with that product, and then moisturizing with a little sunscreen during the day and with peptides and vitamins at night, along with a really decent eye cream, really helps stave off the signs of aging, but also repair some of the damage. And if you really need it, there is the Time-Wise repair set for more active anti-aging. So I'm going to, again, take a moment to add those numbers to the list. I believe we've covered 5, 6, and 15. So there's 5, there's 6, and there's 15. So unless someone else was competing with Tiffany, Tiffany's the only person who all her numbers got called. But that's okay, because I still have a couple more products I want to talk about. Oh, I mentioned 3. 3 didn't get in there. Let me put that in there. I think I mentioned it right before 15. I know, I'm a stickler for detail. Sorry about that. Anyway, here we go. This is the list so far. We're almost through. See? I'm almost through in under 30 minutes. You probably have seen the video demo of me showing you the hydrating sheet mask. And again, let me try to do this without a glare. And the idea is that you take one of these. It's a box of 8. And you have goo on the side and dry pouch on the side. And the whole point is you're going to fold on these lines. I'm not going to do it right now. And then squish over the liquid from here to there so it gets wet. And then you're going to massage it, open the pouch, put the mask on. There's eye hole, nose, and mouth already pre-cut. I kind of consider this little sister to our Biocellulose mask, which is really great for hydrating, and that's got coconut water. I'm forgetting what the active ingredient in this one is, but I think that compared to what you would get at CVS or Target, same dollar value per pouch, much more effective. And you get a great return policy with me. If you use one and you hate it and you don't want the rest of the box, you can get a full refund. And I'll just use the rest of the pouches because they're sealed as giveaway. Because some lovely hostess would love one of those as a free gift. Speaking of which, if you want to be a hostess and hold yourself a group session virtually or in person, these are what I'm giving away. 1 pouch to hold the appointment. Now, if the appointment actually happens and the guests show, you get the full box. Because why not? And I figured that makes it easy because then I just don't open the box, and hopefully at the end of the party, I can hand you the box or mail you the box. So that is the intent. So that was number 11. And let me think, did I miss anything in the upper part? Yes, there's 2 more things. I'm going to mention them at the same time. 7 and 13. Then last year's limited edition Ben's Beard Oil. And this year we've added to the family limited edition or special edition men's shave foam. So I'll get my husband to use the foaming beard wash soon, and he can give me feedback and demo it and what have you. I know we have a shaving foam for shaving, and we have a cleanser and a moisturizer. And I don't know if we still have men's eye cream. We could probably use the other eye cream. But what I'm thinking about is this. If you're the kind of person who washes your hair and then you condition with like an oil or a conditioner, this is kind of the same thing. Even though they're not officially marked as a bundle, I'm bundling these. I'm looking for men to be in my focus group, or women who have beards, you never know, and give these a try. And the nice thing is you're trying it for 2 weeks at no cost to you. If you love it, your first set is at cost, and after that you pay full price. But if you maybe refer friends and they shop with me, maybe then your next one's also discounted. But I just like the idea that we're incorporating more things for our men's skincare line. Even though our products are generally gender neutral, I think that is a fabulous way to be inclusive. So let me add numbers. I feel like I missed it. 7, 13, and 11. Let me add those to the ticker, and that way, when the video ends, someone can see that all numbers are called roughly in the order I said them in, because I do try to pay attention. And 7, that should be everything. So save, show, might want to do a screen grab, or maybe I just have the ticker not continue to scroll. Okay, so now that we're done, I'm just going to leave that up there. You know who I am, so you don't need my name anymore. But I'm just going to double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yes, all 15 items were covered. As you can see, the poster, I'm having trouble with direction here. I don't have my image mirrored right now, so it makes it a little confusing. And I hope that you found this informative. If you want to know price points, obviously, you can go to the website. The wish list giveaway has ended for those of you who have entered and put stuff on your wish list. I know who you are, and I have a little thank you gift for participating. I will make sure I get that out to you soon. And of course, anyone who wins the $50 Visa gift card from corporate, please let me know, because sometimes they don't always tell me these things. But I would love to be able to brag about it to you, and I would love to make sure that you get your gift card and that hopefully you spend some of it with me. Maybe, maybe not. Other than that, if you have interest in either A, becoming a consultant and getting your product at 50% off, the eStart Kit is still available. It's a $30 investment. It gives you a website, credit card processing, and ability to be a consultant for $30. That's about as cheap as it's ever going to get, and I think that's kind of interesting that they've done it and have kept it. Even though COVID is sort of starting to go away, they realize a lot of people still want to work from home or only have the option of doing this if they can work from home. I do a lot of work from home. As you can see, I've been renovating the office, so things are all over the place. Hence why I left the green screen up, even though I'm not utilizing the green screen feature. And I feel like personally, it's a good thing because it allows people to try without a lot of risk. You're not buying inventory, packing it up, going to someone's house, being nervous and awkward and uncomfortable or any of that. You're simply, hi, you're my friends online. I'm going to show you some things, kind of like I did. Maybe you do like a 5-minute, 5 favorite product thing, and you don't even go into this level of detail. And you just say, what are you interested in knowing more about? And then you have like a quick one-to-one with the people who show interest instead of bothering each person who showed up at your little virtual event, because maybe you only talk to 3 out of the 5. That's cool. And what will happen is those 3 might be the ones who say, hey, tell me more about the product, or tell me more about your consultant's like discount, personal use discount is what some people like to call it. And I would be your mentor and teacher, not your boss. I'm there to help, but I'm not there to tell you exactly what to do. But if you get stuck, I can give you some ideas. I currently am an elite team leader, so I've moved up. I've been promoted, which that is an honor. And it gives me a little bit more encouragement to reach out and find those people who are interested. I'm not going to harass. I'm not going to trick anyone. There's no scam. There's no gimmick. It's just skincare and color. And we sell it through our website, just like Amazon or anyone else. And I often will ship from the warehouse. I have inventory, but if I don't have time or I'm traveling, I can ship from the warehouse and just send a thank you note later. Yes, I still send thank you notes. I hope that that was helpful to you and you found it interesting, and perhaps even maybe it's something that interests you or someone you know would be interested. As I said, the special giveaway from my director is this beauty box with its contents if you join my team by the 15th. So that basically means you go online and fill out, I can send you the link, the agreement, and pay the $30 to become a consultant. After that, I always say, I help you with your, whatever you want to call it, debut, first appointment, training, just because nobody knows anything when they start. And I'd like to save you the headache by giving you some information so that you can start with some clue, right? Like, wouldn't that be nice? And when I do that, I'm not doing it to make any money. I'm doing it to help you. If you are successful, corporate pays me a commission. If you are not doing anything, I get nothing. So it behooves me to take good care of you and make sure that you are happy and that your needs are met and your questions are answered. That's just how I've been operating for 11 years, and that's what I'm going to continue to do. So know that you are in good hands in the sense that I'm not going to sit there and force myself on you and make you have to be my little minion and do what we need to do to hit certain goals. I'll tell you, hey, we're working towards a car, and it would help me if you continue to place an order every month or so. But don't place it because you're placing it. Place it because you have a client who actually wants something and you're reordering to restock your store, or you're taking the amount of money that's not your profit, because you should be taking profit, and you're applying that towards the covering the cost of the product that they need, what we drop ship from a warehouse. So that money goes towards that inventory, and lo and behold, you've cumulatively started to accrue production. Like, who knew, right? It is that simple. I know sometimes I make things seem complicated, and I apologize for that. Just blame it on the ADHD. I like to do multiple things at once, and usually what ends up happening is I do things sort of okay. When I'm focused, I do things very well. And the good news is I've been doing things so very well, I get cool jewelry like this and this consistently every month. And if that's something you like, being recognized and awarded cool stuff, tell me. If you want to just make some extra money for your family, just tell me. If you're going back to school and you just want to pay for it without using personal household expenses, you tell me. What's the budget? When is it due? And I help you figure out how we're going to make that work. I did not start out with inventory. I maybe wished I had. I didn't have a good credit score. So if you can relate to that, I'm probably the mentor for you. If you just want to have a few things on hand to demo and everything else you order from the warehouse, guess what? You can do that. The one catch is once a year, you need to place a qualifying order. And that's actually not that hard or that bad. You can interpret that however you want to. I would say it's not that hard. I personally do the minimum every month, more than that, because I actually have customers who reorder stuff. I just had 2 people order stuff yesterday. So now I'm selling it, handing it to them or mailing it to them. If I want to have more on hand when they run out in 3 months, I might want to order some more. So maybe at the end of the month, I place another order with the money I got from their sale. I take off my money, put it in a bank account, and I take the money that covered the cost of that product, and it gets placed to reorder new stuff or to reorder more of the same. So when something new comes out, I will buy a couple. And depending on how popular it is, or if I take pre-orders, then as soon as they come in, I can get those directly to you. So that is my hope. My hope is that you understand what I do is pretty simple and repeatable, and in the end, could be a benefit to you and your family. That's really all I ask. So I hope you had fun today. I'll see you guys soon. And remember, my director's offer is only good through the 15th. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me. I will make sure that this is available for replay on my Facebook group. I may repost it to my public page, and I will probably upload it to YouTube shortly. Bye.